Hiya, I'm Brian Houston, singing to you from Belfast tonight. Um, so the story behind this song is I met a fella in America. His name was Rosie, and he came from Burr in Offaly. I think he lives in Australia now. And so I met him in Nashville, and we toured around the southern states of America for a few years. And then when we came back to Ireland, Rosie got a record deal with some company, and he invited me to come down and play guitar with him. So him and his band and me on electric guitar went around various parts of Ireland, and we found ourselves in the Russian Dove in Galway, and we were about to play a gig that night. And so, you know, before you go on stage, you go into the bathroom there and you do what comes naturally. I'm in there, I'm in the cubicle, and I'm just, just taking care of business. And then I hear these two fellas come in, and they're chatting about a girl who apparently had fallen in love and was no longer going to be available for various recreational activities in the Galway general area. And they began to go into quite a bit of detail about the various losses that this would mean to the local male population. And they were genuinely very sad about it. And I'm sitting in the cubicle there, basically taking notes, thinking, this is classic. And I ended up writing this song. And the moral of this story is, if you're ever in a toilet in Ireland, make sure you check under the door that there's not a singer-songwriter there, because he might be sitting gathering material for a song. This is called Teresa Has Fallen in Love. Well, Teresa has fallen in love, but nobody knows who. Now the boys from the bar, they don't know now what they're gonna do. For all the romancing they tried, someone else caught her eye. Teresa has fallen in love with the world's luckiest guy. And I hear there'll be tears flowing all over the place. Oh, hopes will be falling while hearts will be calling her name. And the movers and the shakers and the would-be love makers who came to town say now that Teresa has fallen in love, they're not hanging around. Now Teresa has fallen in love, that's what everyone says. And she won't run around with the lads like in her wilder days. Well, they say from now on she's gonna be mending her ways. Teresa has fallen in love, she can't come out to play. And I hear there'll be tears flowing all over the place. And hopes will be falling while hearts will be calling her name. And the movers and the shakers and the would-be love makers who came to town say now that Teresa has fallen in love, they're not hanging around. She was the belle of the ball, see the fellas would call to see if she might look their way. But she was so hit or miss, she'd throw a punch or a kiss. This calamity Jane of old Galway Bay called Teresa has fallen in love, but nobody knows who. Now the boys from the bar, they don't know now what they're gonna do. For all the romancing they tried, someone else caught her eye. Teresa has fallen in love, with the world's luckiest guy. I said Teresa has fallen in love with the world's luckiest guy. You know Teresa has fallen in love with the world's luckiest guy. Thanks very much. Slán go fóill.